I don't know what's going on with my live stream right now, but here we are. Here we are. Hopefully, I'm not the wrong way. My live stream is acting up real crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna have technical difficulties today. Hmm. Yeah. Um. I don't know. I don't know, Grant. I'll just try to get it together. My live stream is acting up. Yeah. I know. I'm probably sideways. Hopefully, this is better. Can you see me better now? Rotate device. Which way am I? Am I even visible? Am I gonna have to do this another way? Like I said, it's like everything's trying to stop me. Take two. Yeah, this is take two. Now I'm good. Okay. Yeah, forgive me for the last live stream. Technical difficulties abound. Gang, there you go. I don't know what's going on with the live stream. I don't know what's happening, but like I said, there's still hope out there. There's still a way to go. There's still, things happening and moving along. People are recovering from this thing. Don't get too crazy as it pertains to what's happening. Yeah, now we're back. What's up, Crimson Fantasy? I wish you could see what I'm seeing. My screen is looking crazy on my end. I don't even know what the heck is going on with this live stream right now, but it's all good. Like I said, I'm gonna just be on here as long as I can. Basically, what I was saying in the last live streams, there's still hope. There's people recovering from this thing. Don't get yourself all crazy about the death toll. Don't get yourself all crazy about what's happening. I think a lot of times we focus on the negativity as far as it goes with the COVID-19 and the virus and all that other stuff happening. I thought it was my editing. Nah, it's not my editing, Crimson Fantasy. My last live stream, I had to delete it. It was going good, and then all of a sudden it froze and it started going all kind of crazy stuff. It got shifted sideways, and you're pretty face in the center. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, I don't know what this is about right now, but it is what it is. Like I said, we're here right now. All I'm saying to you folks out there is just be safe, have your loved ones close, do all the things that you know how to do, be sensible, be smart, make wise decisions. These are things you already know. I'm just coming checking in with you folks. Like I said, it's a good Friday. For those folks that believe in Jesus, that folks get into the religious aspect and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just telling folks, no matter how bleak things seem, no matter how crazy it gets, no matter how dark things may seem, always look up, always look for the positive, always look for the light at the other end of the tunnel. Always put yourself in the mindset of, this is what it is now, but if I could get up the next day and put one foot in front of the other, it is what it is. Shade bars on both sides. I don't know why it's shade bars on both sides, but it is what it is. This is the first time I had it like this. I don't know why they chose to use the shade bars. Maybe I needed to update and do some things or whatever the case may be. But that's what that is. I'll figure it out a little bit later. This is what it is. This is new for me. But like I said, there's always hope. There's always hope as long as you can get into the next day. Not to be too caught up with the news, not to be too caught up with the drama. I think a lot of you folks a lot of you folks know that there's hope, that there's a way that you can transform each, negativity into something. It's all good. We can see you and we can hear you. I appreciate that, Mrs. C. I can see you folks out there. It's a little weird. This setup. Like I said, I don't even know what's going on because anybody that was in the first live stream, you saw it for what it was. It is what it is. I'm just rolling with the punches. I'm not gonna be on here too long anyway. Just still got my school working. Should be Dr. Grant soon. That's congratulations, Grant. I heard something about that on your channel. Dr. Grant, PhD, definitely a major plus. And it just goes to show life goes on. Things happen. We still got lives to live. Like after this whole pandemic thing, in the midst of this whole pandemic thing, we all got a life to live. We all got to be there for our family, for our loved ones, for our coworkers, for our communities. We all have things to do. That's why I say don't get too caught up in the nonsense that's going on right now. Don't get too caught up in the COVID-19 and everything like that. Pay attention, be aware, be smart, be safe. But remember, you still have a life to live. There's still hope out there. There's still things that we have to do. there's still, things that have to be done. There's things that are being done in the midst of it, in the process of it. So how are you going to come here and tease us with 10 minutes? We need at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes of what? I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do 30 minutes today, but I'm trying to hang on as much as I can. I mean, the last live stream, I thought I was going to do 30 minutes, and then the joint just cut off on me, and now I'm here, looking like I got some editing thing going on. What's going on, Calvin? I see you out there. Yeah, I'm being careful. Hopefully, you being careful out there too. It was a good Friday, so I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good vibe. I'm sending positive vibes out to all of y'all. Hopefully, it's love, it's peace. Hopefully, it's a good Friday for you. Hopefully things are happening. Up here in New York, the curve is starting to flatten. There's less new infections. More mel. Funny Llama Monster. I wish. I'm surprised I got 10 people here right now, but at the same time, it's all beautiful to see you. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God we all here. Thank God we all still alive. That's the main thing, that we all still alive. Our families are safe. Even if folks are sick, it's still all good. Thank you for hitting that like button. I see a lot of y'all putting out great content. A lot of people are still striving on and doing what they got to do, and I appreciate that. It's Saturday for you out there. Well, it's a good Saturday out there in Egypt, or across the world. Like I said, I just thank God that we're here. I just thank God that everybody is safe, that a lot of folks are healthy. And even for you folks out there that do have the COVID-19, keep fighting, keep trying to boost your immune system, keep trying to eat healthy, keep trying to get the treatments, have hope, keep it in prayer. Don't knock it, till you try it. Maybe you have to change your diet. But the thing I'm saying is that, like I said, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. And like I said, and I see a lot of y'all out there doing great things. People are striving on. They're doing what they got to do. I just thank you for stopping by, even if it's for a minute, for a second, whatever the case may be. Like I said, all I'm saying is things that you already know. There's hope, because again, if you woke up today, if you're here, if even if you're not listening to this live stream, if you're able to even complain, even if you could just complain, all day, at least you're here to complain. At least you're here to say, hey, you know what, I got another day. Is it true? Are there many dying up there? We did have a lot of people die up here, Calvin. There was like over 700 people, that died in one day. But I'll tell you the truth. The truth about that. The people, the mass amount of people that died, it was a lot of people that were already sick. And what happened was they were on the ventilators for a while. So what happened is, as these people started to, like, I guess, see no improvement, they happened to succumb to the illness, and that was a part of the count. People don't realize that a lot of people that they're reporting that are dying are people already on the ventilators, or the people that they can't save, or the people where the treatment is not working for. So it makes it look, exacerbated. It makes the death toll look, crazy, because now you're looking at it like, oh, are people coming into the hospital, and are new cases happening as far as new people coming in there dying? No, these are just the people that they can't save. What's up, y'all? It's Poet. Appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Be safe out there in Kentucky. Hopefully all is well with you and your family. Stay positive, my brother. Keep doing what you got to do. We need it at this time. Yeah, nah. That's what it is, Calvin. So, don't get too crazy with the death toll. I mean, what you're seeing is pre-existing conditions and people that have already been in the hospital for a certain amount of time. So when they say out in New York it's 600, 700, 500 people dead, yeah, that's true. But a lot of these people have already been in the hospital. These are people they couldn't save. There's makeshift morgues and all this other stuff going on. But the good news is that because of social distancing and stay-at-home orders, and businesses and stuff being closed down, the curve is starting to flatten, and we're trying to get to a point where, we can have less new infections, and people will be all right. So there's some positive signs coming out of New York. There's some good signs coming out of New York. But at the same time, we still have to be disciplined. We still have to maintain our distances. We still have to, let the curve flatten and do what it does. But like I said, it's not about me in New York and whatnot. If I'm still here talking to you on this live stream, then obviously things is all right in New York. Because if things get really crazy, I wouldn't be sitting here on a Good Friday live streaming to you wherever you're coming from. It would be one of those things where, look, I don't know, I got to shut down the YouTube. Things are getting a little tight, and make it dark out there. So we're not in that mode. Hopefully we don't get to that mode. It's some issues. There's some things going on, but we here. Iron Firehouse, horse. I keep saying house. Horse. Greetings to you. Appreciate you for coming through. I'm at the 10-minute mark, and I'll give you a few more minutes, Mr. C, because I know you don't want me to just run out of here. But enough about me. How are things going in you folks' cities? I mean, where you from? Some of y'all tell me how things are going out there. How things happening in Kentucky, how things happening in Georgia, how things happening in Texas. What's going on in California? How are things in Egypt? Tell me about Canada. What's going on in your neck of the woods? How are things transpiring there? Because I could tell you all day about what's happening in New York. I mean, I think people are still okay because you're still living on. The real lady, the real B lady, appreciate you for coming through. Um, how did we were also in NY State? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know we was both in NY State, but that's what it is. Got to go back to work. The ABBA. Okay. Cool. Appreciate you, Yaspo. Thank you for coming through. Um, I don't know. It's just one of those things we live in. In West Virginia, some stores are closed, but there's no curfew or anything like that. That's good. That's good, Llama Monster. Look, I mean, as long as you're able to do what you got to do to get through, to get by, to make things happen, that's what it's about. Like I said, be hopeful, be encouraged by the fact that people are still going on. It's like somebody said, lucky this thing is not like totally airborne or flesh-eating disease or it's tearing people apart. Like there's the Black Plague or the Spanish flu. It's close to that, in comparison. I mean, some people were saying that there's more deaths in this than there was in 9/11, but at the same time, people were still surviving. Because a lot of times we focus on the death toll. A lot of times we focus on the people infected, but a lot of people are not talking about the amount of people that are actually recovering. Just been doing a lot of fishing in the pond. Yeah, nah. Well, you doing great things out there, Grant. I mean, you doing fishing. You about to become a doctor. You about to make a lot of things happen. I mean, listen, hey, man, you living, man. Like some people said, when it comes to crises, um, are you in NYC? Yes, I'm in NYC, B lady. When it comes to crises, a lot of people, when it comes to crises, the Chinese, they say it's danger. It means danger, but it also means opportunity. A lot of people have recovered. Yes, this old stoner. Yes, a lot of people have recovered, and there's an opportunity for people to see life. Um, don't take for granted that you're here right now. Don't take for granted that you're in this moment. And Ontario stores are letting a few in at a time. Yeah, we also have that thing too. In certain places, you can't go into stores without a mask. And it's good to wear gloves. I was going into a health food store and they made me put on gloves. The funny thing is, I had gloves in my pocket. I just didn't feel like putting them on, but they reminded me, said everybody, whatever you touch, you got to have gloves and all that stuff, which is good. So it's good to practice wearing protective gear. If you got to make a makeshift mask and do stuff like that, hey, make it happen, make it work. But like I said, there's so much positive out of what's happening. There's so much positive. There's so much to be hopeful for. There's so many opportunities to look at stuff, to recalibrate, to change maybe the way you're eating, to get yourself back into prayer a little bit more, to catch up on some studies, to do a lot of things. Like our state is all over the news. Yeah, yeah. Nah, our state is all over the news. B lady, it is. But here's the thing: for anybody that's in New York State, that's saying to the rest of the country, the rest of the world, we New Yorkers, we tough. We make things happen. We're not succumbing to the pressure. If anything, we probably want to get outside. Yeah, nah, you want to stay positive. Definitely you want to stay positive. You don't want to look at the bleakness of it or the worst of it. I can sit here and depress you. I could give you numbers. I could take you out to the streets and show you some real stuff, some real dark stuff. But for what? Because just as much as I can show you some real negative stuff, some real dark stuff, there's some real positives that come out of it too. The people that have gotten better now have an immunity, so soon they'll be able to work. Yeah, that's one of the things we hope for too. A lot of people got to get back to work because we don't even want to get started on the stimulus package. We don't want to get started on who can get a check, who can't get a check. The economic, thing. That's something I'll probably talk about another time. But this is what I'm saying is that like there's still hope. There's still life going on. There's still something to be, like joyous and hopeful about because we have life. This is not the end. This is not it. It's not over. There's a lot still going on. There's a lot of living to do. We got one life to live, but we still got a lot of life left, and that's just what that is. I see a lot of comments coming up. All my supplies are under the snow. I'm assuming that you're still talking about it. Okay, that's something else. Usually I'm working, but now we shall see. Well, listen, people will get back to work. But the biggest thing right now is that we have to be healthy. We have to be safe. We have to see what's going on. We have to see how this thing is going to transpire. There's no vaccination out there yet to the public. We don't know what's going to happen for the people, if they're going to get treatments or the antibodies or whatever needs to be figured out. But it will be all figured out. in the end, I think a lot of us have to have faith, just chill. Try to get along with your loved ones as much as possible. I know people are not liking digging this whole isolation thing. It is what it is. But we're gonna get to a point where we see the light of day. We're gonna get to the point where we get to at the end of this. The thing is about surviving. What is this now? It's saying there's hope all around. So um it's love. It's love. It's love all around. Like I said, if anything, we get a chance to just appreciate life. Hopefully, folks get a chance to appreciate life. Hopefully, you're taking time to take stock of what's important. Hopefully, you're looking at your life and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this time is a much needed, a reset, a much needed opportunity to look at what's important about life, to what's important to the things that we need to do. There's so much out there. There's so much that we take for granted and especially at a time like this, we're kind of forced to have to sit home, to have to reflect, to have to do all these things. Amen. Yeah, we are still here. And if you're still here, then that means you still have a chance. You still have an opportunity. There's still hope. That means it ain't over yet. If you wake up tomorrow morning, it ain't over. I've been sheltering in place over a month and prepared for 2 or more. Yeah. Hey, listen, it is what it is. I don't like sheltering in place. I don't like, being home and all this other stuff. I remember I was coming from work the other day and I seen the Barnes and Nobles closed and the movie theater closed. That hurt my heart. Hurt my heart to see the Barnes and Nobles closed and the movie theater closed and other restaurants and places that I would normally go close. But I get it. It needs to happen because this is what we need to be right now. This is what needs to transpire in order for us to get to the other side of it, just to figure out what's going on. Sometimes you just need a moment to step back and figure out what's going on. You just need a chance to figure out, what's what. What's up, Eagle VP? I appreciate you all the way out there from the other side of the pond. I appreciate you, my brother. I definitely got to come check you out. Hopefully things are good for you out there. Shout out to Eagle VP. Shout out to Barry's Views. Shout out to Jeanette Pickering, Pixie's channel, Random Life Productions, Ginger Monster, all those folks out there. Are you an essential worker? I'm essential in every way. But yes, B lady, I do some work that would be it's borderline. It's borderline. Well, I appreciate that, Eagle VP. Hopefully you and all those folks across the pond are well too. I wanted to come over there and see y'all folks this year, but because of the circumstances, I may not be able to come over there to the UK this year, but I will get over there once things clear up. I will see you folks. I will get around the world and we'll do different things. What you doing? Keep talking, Mel. You're doing good. Keep talking. You're funny, funny, funny. I'm almost there to the end, but we good. I got high hopes that the human race will come out much better on the other side, even though there's be opportunists. Well, yeah, there's gonna be opportunists. There's gonna be things happening. You still have to go to work daily. No, I don't have to go to work daily. I go once a week, just checking in with the office, just doing different things, just trying to stay tuned, abreast to what's happening and whatnot. It is what it is. It really is what it is. I'm not complaining. To still be employed at this time, to still have a paycheck coming in as long as it can be possibly, allowed to come into my bank account in my pocket is a good thing. And like I said, shout out to all those people out there on unemployment. Sorry that you had to go through those situations. Business owners that had to close. It's rough out there. So, and I tell also people out there with your money, with your chips, spend your money wisely. Now's not the time to go out there and buy a brand new car. Now it's not out there. There's a time out there to go see your side mistress or whoever, whatever, wherever. Just keep it frugal, keep it sensible, keep it economical. Keep it secure, keep it together. You know, I don't know. It's just a time. It's crazy like that, and I think I needed the time just to rest myself. I just needed the time to reflect on a couple of things and just really. We are retired. Yeah, well, being retired is cool. Even if you're retired, I'll say this, B later. Even if you're retired, make sure you spend your money wisely because like I said, people are price gouging. There's opportunists. As somebody said in here, it's kind of crazy. So quarantine camp. Wow, that's interesting. We may work online teaching English. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Any opportunities that you have out there, make it happen. If there's people that can work online, if you got something that you could do, if you're using Zoom, you could telecommute and all that stuff. Shout out to you. You got a good job. Those things can happen. There's nothing wrong with that. So, like I said, just look for the positive, look for the optimism, look for, the light at the other end of the tunnel. There's just so many things out there that people take for granted. And like I said, I don't want to go rambling on and rambling on and rambling on, but a lot of you folks know. Like I said, if we're here now, then we're winning. We're winning because we're here. The hurdles may seem tall and big right now, but we can still jump, pole vault, and get over them. It's a metaphor. I'm a poet, so I get the metaphor. We are beekeepers. Yeah. You do work for home. I know the bee lady. I've seen some of your stuff. But you saying you retired, so that's when I don't know if you're selling the honey or whatever, but there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I'm paranoid. A lot of people are taking this serious, not taking this serious. Yes, a lot of people are not taking this seriously. Excuse me. A lot of people are not taking it seriously, and for those folks, I say this: for those people that are not taking it seriously, there are folks out there that are really dying. This is really serious. It's really dangerous out there. People can really get infected. This is not the time to play games. Some of you folks out there that are young, that think you're invincible, you can never die. Poor side chick gets no love during quarantine. Yeah, unfortunately, Mrs. C, the side chicks, you got to tell them to quarantine in place. But back to what I was saying about this on a serious note, for the people not taking this serious, you got to understand, you not taking it seriously can cost lives. You not taking it seriously can leave people to a detriment, that they can't recover from. There's people that are dying because there's a community infection and a spread, and people don't want to stay home. Around my way, parks had to be closed. Literally, one of these days, maybe I have to go to the park and show you. They literally took the rims down. Every park in my neighborhood is closed. Every park. Now, maybe you could go to the pier and move around and do stuff like that, but people didn't want to listen. Folks want to go to the park. They want to play. Some kids got sick. Got caught the COVID because the parents let them go out and play with other kids and didn't realize that the other kids were sick because there was these myths, these rumors that young people can't get sick. There are people who are under the age of 21, under the age of 18 that have already died from this thing. So you want to be smart. You want to be cognizant of the fact that our actions affect others. My positive is this. I usually work from now to April. More family time is my positive. Yeah, you got more family time. That happens. This is because folks didn't know how to act in those parks. Well, yeah, that's part of it too. But the thing is, if they're telling you to shelter in place, if they're telling you to socially distance, now's not the time to run a full court on the basketball court. Now's not the time to play a full baseball game. Now's not the time to do hopscotch and do a water gun fight or whatever people are doing. Now's not the time to have group workouts. You're not gonna do a Zumba class right now. So it is what it is. People recovering with bad damage to lungs and other organs. Yeah, there are people recovering. So there are people with pre-existing conditions. There's stuff that was happening that made it harder for people to, actually be in certain places with other people, and it makes it harder when you have people who don't know if they're infected that have possibly affected other people. So you try to avoid that because it is about a consideration. It is about understanding that our actions affect others. Even with me, there's certain people I'm not visiting or going around because, like I said, you don't know. You really don't know. You don't want to infect somebody. You don't want to give it to somebody. You don't want somebody to get sick. You want to give people a chance to get through this thing. You want people to get a chance to do whatever it is that they need to do. And that's that part. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into that. Go on a tangent or anything. Not many cases there, so I hear. No, it's not many cases in a lot of different places. But they said it's spreading. But still, here's the thing. I tell people if cases come to your town, listen to your governors, to your mayors. Listen to the things that are happening, to the stuff that they're telling you. Not all of it is to your detriment. They're not trying to lock you down. They're not trying to impress you. This is no offense to anybody else. It's not a third world country. It's not a dictatorship out here in America. So we do have certain rights and abilities and stuff like that. So it is what it is. So it's kind of crazy like that. But again, like I said, there's hope because people are recovering. People are getting through this thing. People are making it happen, in various ways. And, for me, I try to look at the positive because I could get negative with you all day. I could point out different things that's happening and whatnot. And who knows, maybe in another live stream, I'll have to go there and talk about what went wrong. Iron Fire says I have CPUD for being in a fire when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be as easy trip if I got it. Well, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Iron Horse. Let's not worry about that. Shelter in place. Do what you have to do. Don't focus on getting it. Focus on trying to stay, you know, free of the COVID-19. Not only positive. Yeah, well, I mean, Mrs. C, yeah, you say positive, and I want to focus on positive, but I do want to be realistic. I'm in the epicenter of Ontario, but I think our government is making good decisions. Yeah, in Canada, they're making good decisions, definitely. They're definitely making good decisions out there, especially with the stimulus packages and stuff like that. America, we still trying to figure out who's going to get the checks, when they're going to come out, how they're going to come out. We going into May, and they talking about we ain't going to get nothing yet. But I digress from that situation. Yeah, I say, Mrs. C, you're right. Focus on the positive, but we also do want to stay grounded in reality. People have died in the hospital 3 blocks from me. Well, yeah, unfortunate. Sorry for those folks that you've lost. I've lost people, that I know. But the thing is, you have a lot of books. Do you have As a Man Thinketh by James Allen? Yes, I do have that book. I do have that book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. As a Man Thinketh, so is he. That's actually from the Bible. I forget which proverb that is. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And then it talked about how they went and played and laid with different women or different people, and that went into them. But that, like I said, I'm not trying to get preachy. But yeah, I have the book. I have the book. Yep, it's in Psalms. Yeah. But there you go. That's a good thing to mention there. As a person think of in their heart, so you are. If I did a live stream about it last night. I got to check that out. I definitely got to check that out. I'll probably do that after I get out of here. That's what's up. Um, wow, there's a lot of wisdom in the side chat. A lot of great things. A lot of great comments. I may have to go back through this live stream and just rewind and look at some of the stuff that y'all said, because y'all was giving me a lot of stuff to think about, a lot of food for thought. And like I said, I just appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all, just for being alive and making it through the next day. It's my daughter. She keeps having friends over and going out and visiting friends. Otherwise, I wouldn't be concerned. Mm. Well, I mean, if you have some other place that you can go, then that helps. That definitely helps. Keep it non-religious, or you kept it non-religious. Well, yeah, I mean, whether you kept it religious or non-religious, it's still a religious construct. But I get where you're coming from, because sometimes you don't want to beat people over the head. They think you're trying to preach to them, or they think you're trying to give them a sermon and all that other stuff. Sometimes you're just trying to give people wisdom because you want them to be uplifted. You want them to have their mind open. You want them to see the possibilities of what's possible. And I see a lot of people who uploaded videos. It's coming across my notification screen. That's good stuff right there. Like I said, I just hope folks have a great day, man. I just hope people, are encouraged and inspired by the fact that if you're still here, yeah, I bet you can. I bet you can preach. I ain't mad about you on that one, because you hit me with that one. You threw me off, but I know where you were coming from. Uh, yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. If you're ready for some preaching, especially on a Good Friday, you can get some good preaching. I appreciate that creative redundancy. Yeah, I love you right back, Mrs. C. If anything, y'all uplifting my spirits. Y'all uplifting me by being here. Beauty on a budget, Bella. Appreciate you. Did I shout you out? I don't know if I shouted you out, but shout out to you too. I shouted out a lot of people from the UK. Shout out to you and Baz out there. Lois, how's everything? Life with Lois. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you all. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing to see all you people alive, still doing it. Hashtag preach. Yeah, I ain't lying, Master. Yeah, I got some preaching for you. All right. Oh my God. Nah, I'm just glad that you folks are alive. I'm just glad that you folks are still here, that you're able to do what it is that you do. Because there's a lot of negativity out there in the world. It's so easy to get caught up in the death toll. It's so easy to get caught up in the infected rate. It's so easy to get caught up in story after story after story after story after story. But sometimes we fail to realize that there's positive things going on right now. There are people recovering. I seen there was a 104 90 there was a 194-year-old lady, Italian, who had recovered from this, and that gave me hope. That definitely gave me hope. And I have to decline this call that I just got. Sorry about that. I'll call you back, my friend. And I am gonna have to wrap this up because I did get a call. I got one of my friends that called me on the phone. That's one of the things about actually live streaming while you're actually on your cell phone. I do it a lot. But Miss C, I did give you 30 minutes. I did give you 30 minutes, and that's the best part of it all. Appreciate you all. Love you folks. Take care. God bless. See you next time.